Jokes about women. Honey, said this husband to his wife, I invited a friend home for supper. What? Are you crazy? The house is a mess, I haven't been shopping, all the dishes are dirty, and I don't feel like cooking a fancy meal. I know all that. Then why did you invite a friend for supper? Because the poor fool's thinking about getting married. Black humor jokes. Steve lies dying, as Jack, his law partner of 40 years, sits at his bedside. Jack, I've got to confess, I've been sleeping with your wife for 30 years. I'm the father of your daughter, and I've been stealing from the firm for a decade. Relax, says Jack, and don't think another thing about it. I'm the one who put arsenic in your martini. Military jokes. A crusty old sergeant major found himself at a gala event, hosted by a local liberal arts college. There was no shortage of extremely young, idealistic ladies in attendance, one of whom approached the sergeant major for conversation. She said, "Excuse me, Sergeant Major, but you seem to be a very serious man. Is something bothering you?" "Negative, ma'am," the sergeant major said, "just serious by nature." The young lady looked at his awards and decorations and said, "It looks like you have seen a lot of action." The sergeant major's short reply was, "Yes, ma'am, a lot of action." The young lady, tiring of trying to start up a conversation, said, "You know, you should lighten up a little. Relax and enjoy yourself." The sergeant major just stared at her in his serious manner. Finally the young lady said, "You know, I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but when is the last time you had sex?" The sergeant major looked at her and replied, 1955. She said, "Well, there you are. You really need to chill out and quit taking everything so seriously. I mean, no sex since 1955. Isn't that a little extreme?" The sergeant major, glancing at his watch, said in his matter-of-fact voice, "You think so? It's only 21:30 now. I love that military time." Jokes about life. A wife was making a breakfast of fried eggs for her husband. Suddenly, her husband burst into the kitchen. "Careful," he said, "careful. Put in some more butter. Oh my gosh! You're cooking too many at once. Too many. Turn them. Turn them now. We need more butter. Oh my gosh! Where are we going to get more butter? They're going to stick. Careful. Careful. I said be careful. You never listen to me when you're cooking. Never. Turn them. Hurry up. Are you crazy? Have you lost your mind? Don't forget to salt them. You know you always forget to salt them. Use the salt. Use the salt. The salt." The wife stared at him. "What in the world is wrong with you? You think I don't know how to fry a couple of eggs?" The husband calmly replied, "I just wanted to show you what it feels like when I'm driving." Black humor jokes. 3 buddies die in a car crash, they go to heaven to an orientation. They are all asked, "When you are Euro trademark re in your casket and friends and family are mourning upon you, what would you like to hear them say about you?" The first guy says, "I a Euro trademark D like to hear them say that I was a great doctor of my time, and a great family man." The second guy says, "I a Euro trademark D like to hear that I was a wonderful husband and school teacher who made a huge difference in our children of tomorrow." The last guy replies, "I a Euro trademark D like to hear them say a Euro look at him. He's moving." Blonde jokes. Once there was a magical mirror. When you told the truth it gave you things. But if you lie to it, it makes you vanish forever. One day 3 college girls went to the mirror. The redhead said, I think I'm the smartest one. Then she got a diploma, scholarship, and got accepted into all the colleges in the world. The brunette then said, I think I'm the prettiest one. Then she got a Corvette, mansion, a good-looking boyfriend, and a lot of money. Then the blonde said, I think, poof, then she suddenly disappeared forever. Jokes about life. Somebody knocks on door, who is there? Police. What do you want? We want to talk. How many of you are there? 2. So talk with each other. Sex jokes. One day a young man and woman were in their bedroom making love. All of a sudden, a bumblebee entered the bedroom window. As the young lady parted her legs, the bee entered her vagina. The woman started screaming, oh my God, help me, there's a bee in my vagina. The husband immediately took her to the local doctor and explained the situation. The doctor thought for a moment and said, tricky situation. But I have a solution to the problem if young sir would permit. The husband, being very concerned, agreed that the doctor could use whatever method to get the bee out of his wife's vagina. The doctor said, okay, what I'm gonna do is rub some honey over the top of my penis and insert it into your wife's vagina. When I feel the bee getting closer to the tip of my penis, I shall withdraw it. And the bee should hopefully follow my penis out of your wife's vagina. The husband nodded and gave his approval. The young lady said, yes, whatever. Just get on with it. So the doctor, after covering the tip of his penis with honey, inserted it into the young lady's vagina. After a few gentle strokes, the doctor said, I don't think the bee has noticed the honey yet. Perhaps I should go a bit deeper. So the doctor went deeper and deeper. After a while the doctor began shafting the young lady very hard indeed. The young lady began to quiver with excitement. She began to moan and groan aloud. The doctor, concentrating very hard, looked like he was enjoying himself. He then put his hands on the young lady's breasts and started making loud noises. The husband at this point suddenly became very annoyed and shouted, now wait a minute. What the hell do you think you're doing? The doctor, still concentrating, replied, change of plan. I'm gonna drown the bastard. Chuck Norris jokes. Fear of spiders is arachnophobia. Fear of tight spaces is claustrophobia. Fear of Chuck Norris is called logic. Jokes about life. A 64-year-old man is sitting on a park bench, sobbing, when a young man walks by and asks him what's wrong. Through his tears the old man answers, I'm in love with a 22-year-old woman. What's wrong with that? Asks the young man. Between his sobs and sniffles, he answers, you don't understand. Every morning before she goes to work, we make love. At lunchtime she comes home. And we make love again, and then she makes my favorite meal. In the afternoon, when she gets a break, she rushes home and gives me oral sex, the best an old man could want. And then at supper time, and all night long, we make love. He breaks down, no longer able to speak. The young man puts his arm around him. I don't understand. It sounds like you have the perfect relationship. Why are you sitting here on this park bench crying? The senile old man answers, again. Through his tears, I forgot where I live.